Hello and welcome back to Journey Beyond. Today I will be previewing my latest haul from Cricut. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season and a wonderful Christmas. I know it was a little different this year than in years past, but nonetheless I hope you had a wonderful time with your family. Sorry I haven't filmed in a little while, you guys. I've been really busy being very crafty and making homemade cards and homemade gifts for my family. So that took a lot of my time these last 5 or 6 weeks since I have filmed. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to show you a lot of the things that I've got. They had a big sale on Cricut in December. They had free shipping and a lot of good deals, a lot of half off 70% sales. So without further ado, let's start. I'm going to show you, let's start with the coasters. So the coasters, if you guys have never used them, they do work with your Infusible Ink. So Infusible Ink is a fantastic product. But here, as you can see, you have the round coasters and you have the square coasters. And I'm going to show you a few things that I've done with them myself. And they're really easy to use and they come out wonderful. And this was a wonderful Christmas present from my husband. So thank you so much, honey. But here's a few things that I did with these. Now I made these about, I want to say 7 or 8 months ago when I really first got into it. So here, as you can see, I have the word dream and a moon and stars background. The next one is just a heart with a paw print. I love pets. I love dogs and cats, so it could be for either one. Here's more of a camping style. I have a bear, and then in the background I have that camping scene. And then the last one I did, this is a galaxy type background with the moon and the stars. Very cute. So with these papers, you guys, you have pattern paper and then you also have plain paper. But I find with most of my projects, you're going to use a lot of the plain paper because for words and different things. And the pattern paper you do use, but as you see, if you go on Cricut Design Space, you will see a lot of the projects they have. Just depending on what you're trying to make, you'll use whatever suits you best. Now with these 2 packs that I bought, I wanted to try to make some signs, and you can definitely do that by using your Infusible Ink and making some patterns, and then like you could drill a hole just like you would through ceramic, and you can do you can put some rope or chain or whatever you wanted to do and use through those. So next, as you can see here, I have some insert cards, and this is for your Cricut Joy. So these are going to be your actual cards, your envelopes, and those shapes that you see right there. Those are your little background pieces. So coming up here in just a second, you're going to see. So I don't see that picture too well. So here, this one's called Charmed Sampler, and you have the designs there, and it comes, like I said, with cards and envelopes in the back, and it comes with a set of 10. So you get quite a few there. And again, this is for your Cricut Joy. And you can see the designs on the top there. The next one you have is, this is more of your holographic. So if you see right here on the back, it gives you an example. So you're going to cut out your design, and the little insert, the reflective part, goes behind it. It has little notches in the corners where you put that reflective piece behind. So that shows as your background. And the same as the first one that I had showed you, you're going to do the same thing. And I think those were on sale for like $3. So this is your Cricut, this is a tote. This is also used with your Infusible Ink. I did make one for my niece and nephew for Christmas that said North Pole Express. It was absolutely adorable. And I put their little goodies in there and sent that to them. So you can personalize this, make designs, you can put your monogram on it, anything that you really want. And you can use a variety of colors and patterns to your heart's content. And again, what I really love about this Infusible Ink, you guys, that it's so versatile and you can do so many projects and designs with all the things that they have, the t-shirts, the totes, the coasters. I've made pillows, just absolutely wonderful. So if you have not tried it, this is definitely, if you're one of those do-it-yourself people, great product to invest in. So sorry about that bend on the bottom. Here is a smart label. So I've never tried this. I did see it on a project when I went onto Cricut Design Space. Somebody had used them to make labels for their homemade soaps and lotions. I wanted to use this for Christmas for some recipes that I had done, but I didn't quite get there. I actually ended up printing them out. But this is a great idea. This comes with a set of 4. And as you can see, I mean, you get 4 sheets, but you get, I mean, it's quite long. So you get quite a bit, so you can make stuff in your Cricut Joy. What it will do, if you have a recipe or a name or whatever you're trying to make, it will write that on there for you and then you can cut it out however you want, whatever design shape you want around that. And it is self-adhesive, and as you can see on the back right here, here's an example of somebody put it on their notebook, put their name, and they made their little shield there. Kind of looks like a Harry Potter thing there. Alright, next you guys, I have some paper coming up in the lineup, and as you know me, I really love paper, and so I got a ton of it. So this is called True Brushed Paper. Now I have never used this. It looked interesting. It was on sale, I want to say for, I think this paper was $4 maybe. So it comes in a variety of colors. There's 5 different colors. I'm going to turn it back here so you can see around the back. So you have silver, purple, green, your black, and your blue. So these could be used for any season. You could use them for any background. I'm going to go ahead here in a minute and open them up so you can see what they look like. So again, I have never used these. They look really nice. They are like a textured, kind of like a mirror, matte mirror card, but they're a little thinner than regular cardstock. So let's see, I'm going to open this here so you guys can see what kind of color I have here. There's the purple, and we have the silver on the top there. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Hit my camera there, and you can see the bottom of my tripod. Okay, let's see. So, let me just open this up. Alright, those are the colors. Okay, so we have silver. I'm going to see if you can see that. I know it's a little bright, so it's very reflective. You can see the texture in the cardstock there. And like I said, again, it's a little thinner than regular cardstock. It doesn't have the GSM on the front of the package, but those would be great for backgrounds. It is, like you can see, it's very flexible in that sense. You could use it for a variety of things. I have purple, and then the blue and the green. And or you can use it just like on the front. They did it for home decor. It was really pretty. You could do that too. Very cute. Alright, let's see. What do I have next? Alright, you guys. Next I have, this is the Bejeweled Sampler. So this is a pack of 3, so it is the same, the packages are all the same. So this was a really good deal. I think I got 3 packs, I want to say, for $6.50. It was a good deal, and it comes, I want to say it's 10 sheets, so it's two of each color. And in here in the pictures you can see they used it for cactus on top of cupcakes, which is very, very cute. But it comes in like, you know, your blue, your purple, your green, and then your reds. These are like really deep, beautiful jewel colors. As you can see, they're like fuchsia on top there. Very pretty. So what I like about these are like smooth. So this is like a glitter cardstock, but it's smooth. So you know how you have like some glitter cardstocks and then the edge of it's like kind of rough, and then when you die cut them they kind of fall apart. Well, this is great. This is smooth. So when you die cut these, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to see any flaking of the surface. And it's going to come out just beautiful and great. And Cricut has really good products. Like their paper is like some of the best paper I've ever used. I do use a variety of different papers. I like Crafter's Companion, Cricut, and then I also do order a variety of paper off of Amazon, and I like to try different cardstocks, and I do AliExpress as well, just to see how they kind of compare to each other, and then I use the ones that I like best in my projects. But these definitely for sure are gorgeous colors, and again, like I said, they are, I got a 3-pack for $6.50, so that was a really good buy. So next, coming up here, let's see what I have. I have this. So this is a Sensei Pack, you guys. So this was a steal. So this is like your textured cardstock, and it comes, it's 24 pieces, and is a tiny bit thinner than regular cardstock, but it is gorgeous, very versatile, and this was a steal, you guys. I got this for $2.50, so you can't beat that. I don't know if you can really see the texture. I'm kind of trying to move it in the light so you can see it. Let's see if we can get, there we go. So you can see the texture there. So the back side of these are a little bit more smooth, but nonetheless, they are just beautiful, and they are double-sided in color, so you don't have to worry about, like, having one side and not the other. These are great. I have used something similar to this. I haven't used this particular pack that I purchased, but I have used something similar from Cricut, and I really liked the paper. I think they come out very neat and clean, and I love the way they cut. So absolutely wonderful. I haven't used this type of paper on my Gemini yet, or my brother Scan and Cut. I have used it on my Cricut, and it comes out great. Again, so that side is like smooth. And then in this pack, like I said, you have 24 pieces, and I think there's like 5 different colors. I want to say, so this I think is your tulip on top, and then your warm gray right there. And then I think this is your pretty pink. It's kind of like a more of a fuchsia-y color. And then behind that is your powder blue. It's your powder blue. It's a gorgeous color for spring and summer. All those colors are actually. And then you have mustard. And then behind that last you have twilight, so that's more of a navy blue. Alright, here you guys, we have your foil poster board. So this is a lot like, I want to say, mirror cardstock. So these again are like the bejeweled tones. They're very pretty. I'm going to open it here for you so you can see what it looks like. So here you have a lot of you have your gold, your silver, your teal, and then your fuchsia and your pink. It's very pretty. I really like this cardstock. As you can see on the front there, they have some favorite boxes. They come out beautifully when you make them. I like the fact that when you do fold them, they don't necessarily have those, they do have the crease lines, but they don't show. And some, how some products they show a lot, and then in this, for Cricut, their products are, like I said again, really good. So I don't really find that problem when I use that for those type of projects. So I have a few more paper products here, you guys. So here, this is the deluxe paper. This is for your Cricut Joy. So this is adhesive backed paper. This one is called Always Spring. And as you can see there's some of the designs, but I'm going to go ahead and open this up to show you what the designs look like. So you can make quite a few things with this. So people ask, like, well, what do you do with this kind of stuff? Well, you can make designs for coffee cups. You can make designs to put on top of your laptop. That's what I did on the back of one of mine. I designed my own laptop. Pretty scene, some pretty pictures and flowers, really cute. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. So just depending on what you like and what your ideas are. I've seen people put them on jars, on signs, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so here I pulled it out of the packet so you can see what designs they have. So this, I'm going to get a little bit closer. So this is a beautiful mix of a lot of your purples and your periwinkle colors and some green and some pink. Very pretty. So there's 2 of each design, so it's a total of 10. So here, this is a really nice floral print. That's gorgeous. And then another floral print that's more of like a watercolor. Very pretty, very pretty. I like that. The next one, same pattern, purple. And then the last one is a similar pattern to the first one, but just variation color of more pinks and reds and those type of colors. Very nice set. And I think those were, I want to say they were like $1 something, $1.80 or $2.20 or something like that. $2.20 maybe. It was really cheap, so I grabbed those. Really like those. So this next one is the same type of paper, you guys. It's the deluxe paper. This is the Anna Griffin collection, one of her many collections. So this one's really pretty. It's a lot of floral designs in this one as well. So this was, I want to say, the same price. I think it was $2.20. Like, I got some killer deals during that sale. So I hope you guys got to shop it for those of you who are Cricut fans, because that was a very good sale. Okay, so here we have like the pink and black background, and I absolutely love that with the floral design. That black really makes that pink pop. It's beautiful. I like that contrast there. The next one, you have the opposite. You have a black background with some pink and red roses. And this is more of a maroon with some pink roses. And this is one of my favorites right here. Matches my nails, just a different color. So this is your classic black background with pink polka dots. Very cute, see? Showing you my nails. And then the very last color you have just a light, like baby pink. And these were on sale too, guys. I think these were like $2. So these are your extra fine pen set. These are Bohemian. So those are kind of like your bejeweled colors, just kind of like what we were looking at earlier with the paper. And their pens are great. So these are the pens you're going to use to write with. So these particular pens, you guys, right there, those are not compatible with your Cricut Joy. Those are only compatible with your regular Cricut. So just make sure when you're buying pens, you're looking at the differences, because it will say if it's for Joy or for the other two. So the next item I have, so when you buy a Cricut, so I got into crafting. My very first electronic die cutting machine was a Brother Scan and Cut, and I absolutely love it. And it's wonderful, and it does come with some accessories just like the Cricut does. But as you learn, as all you crafters out there, especially if you're multi-crafters and you use different devices, as you will learn, the accessories are what cost you. So this, as in Cricut, on your design space. So when you get into projects and you use different projects, you will find that for the projects you will need different types of tools. So I thought I had this tool. I did not. So this is your premium fine point blade, and it comes with the housing as well. So these are going to be tools that you need for various projects, like I said. So some projects will take a perforation blade, some will take the fine point blade, some will take a heavier blade, just depending on what you're trying to make and what you're trying to cut. And let me tell you, just from experience, this is probably the most expensive hobby I have ever had. So between all the different die cutting machines that I have and all the various accessories and materials that I use, from embroidery to sewing to paper craft to all the things that I like to do, my goodness, it is expensive. And in the last year, I don't even want to think about how much I've spent. My husband would probably kill me if he knew. But anyways, we like this, right? This has been a wonderful thing to kind of keep our minds off what's been going on this last year, because it's been a crazy year. And yeah, so here you guys, this is a cutting ruler. So I saw this in Hobby Lobby, and I've seen this in Joann's, and it is incredulous how much they want for this. So I think it varies from like $19.99 to $24, and I just did not want to pay that. So on the sale, I think this was on sale for like $11, so I couldn't pass that up. It was a really good deal. So the thing about this ruler is it has, as you can see, it has like a little raised edge, and you can actually grab that. So when you're measuring any type of material, cloth, or even paper, and you just want to have like a big paper weight to hold it down and to maneuver it, you can maneuver it with that, and it's great. So it gives you a lot of versatility, and then so you kind of don't, your media, whatever media you're using, whether it be material or paper, it doesn't move while you're trying to align something. So that's great. So that was on sale for $11. Alright, you guys, next. So here is the Infusible Ink. So this was an incredible sale. So Infusible Ink is very expensive. So any of you that are Cricut crafters out there and you have used this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is wonderful. I can't say enough good things about it. I love it. There's so many things you can use it for. But the material here you need to make those projects is very expensive. So it comes in a roll of 2 or a roll of 4. So I got a lot of the solid colors in here, and so I think I got 2 of maybe the same color, because you're going to use a lot of the solid colors more than you think, because they also have pattern infusible ink sheets, and you'll use those a lot too, because you can use those for like images, things like that. But as you get comfortable, and if you go onto the Cricut design space, you'll see what I'm talking about. So you have a lot of projects. Some are complicated, some are really easy, but you have a lot of images, then you have wording, just depending on what you want to do with your project. I find that solid colors they go really well with a lot of things. And I do use the pattern too, and I do like it, just depending again on what you're making. So here, let's see, I have quite a few that I'm going to show you after this too. I think I have a total of, I want to say like 12 or 14 that I got. And I believe in like stocking up on material because I hate doing a project and then like halfway through I don't have any. But here, as you can see, this is a background piece that I did on my coaster, and that was like a pattern galaxy infusible ink sheet that will allow you to create those designs. And then here I have the background, I have like a camping background, and then the bear itself is in black. So that's what I use my solid pieces for. So this right here, this is more of a watercolor piece, so it has a variation of colors, and I used, it goes from like green to blue to pink to purple, and I use the top portion of those colors for that particular design. And on the next design I'm going to show you here, so right here the word dream, I use the bottom portion. I use the pink and the purple color, and I cut that out of there. And then I just kind of mix that with the galaxy print of the moon and the stars on the bottom too. And again, like, these are just wonderful, versatile tools that you can use to make so many things, you guys. You can make pillows, you can make tote bags, you can make coasters, you can make t-shirts, and there's just wonderful, wonderful projects you can make with this. So if you've never tried infusible ink, it would be great. So true blue, cherry red, black, and rose pink. These are the solid colors that I got here. And then I got a few more I'm about to show you. I'm definitely not a spokesperson for Cricut. I just really love their infusible ink. And here I'm going to pull out some more colors so you guys can see. But here again, I just wanted to show you, as you can see, there's a little bit more detail. But the bear, you know, the back of the bear, I used the black to kind of lay over the camping background there. Alright, you guys, here I'm pulling out some pattern pieces that I bought, some patterns, and then I also have some more solid colors here. So I'm just going to kind of flip those over so you can see the names. Some of them look similar, but they have a different name. You can see those two right in front right there. Hopefully my camera got them all. There we go. Okay, so it's ultraviolet warm gray. This is grayish, I don't know. Grayish, sky blue, river's edge pattern, and that's watercolor splash. And those were on sale, I want to say, for like $6.50. These particular ones that I got, they are only 2 sheets per box. But like if you go to Joann's, if you go to Hobby Lobby, the ones that contain 4, they're like $18. They're super expensive. So I would say they're roughly about $4 a sheet. They are a 12 by 12 sheet, so it is pretty big, and you can make multiple depending on what you're cutting. Again, with your Cricut, you can save. I save every scrap of paper. Trust me, my husband thinks I'm nuts. But you know, us crafters, we reuse a lot of our stuff because material is definitely expensive. So just that flash of black you saw there. So when you open the box, I'm going to open the box so you can see a patterned sheet of paper, and then you can see a solid. But the black plastic is to protect it from ultraviolet light so it doesn't get damaged. So here, when you look at the pattern, this one has like the river edge. I'm going to take it out for you. And the one underneath, I think, is kind of like the bottom of a river, which you'd see. It's kind of like, as you can see right there, something you'd see at the bottom of a river maybe. So it's interesting. But again, like, you know, you can make scenes. If you wanted to make a river, you can make different pictures and images with that. So I'm just wrapping up some things here, but again, if you guys have never tried the infusible ink, especially if you're those type of do-it-yourself people, it's a great product to try. Lots of things you can make, a lot of great just handmade products. And here I'm going to show you a solid color. I'm going to show you. So when I pull it out of the box, you're going to see that it looks kind of, it doesn't look very bright, and the kind of, you're just like, wow, is that the color? No, it brightens up as you apply heat to it. So don't worry if it looks a little pale when you first pull it out, like, oh no, I don't want to, you know, use this, it might not come out. It will come out. So when heat is applied, that's when you're going to see the color pop. But I want to know, have you guys used any of these products? Do you like them? Do you like the Infusible ink? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have made any of these type of projects, I would love to see them. So for any of these who want to share your pictures with me, you can send them to send me an email on my blog. That's journeybeyond.com. Just leave a comment or send me an email and close those pictures, and I would love to display some of your guys' pictures on my channel if that's what you'd like to do, because I believe we all can learn from each other, and you know, we all have different ideas on how we see things, so it'd be great. All right, here you guys, so here you can see the color. It looks very pale. So I think the color on the box says sky blue, but as you can see here, it just looks really light, like it might not be that color. See? See what I mean? But I promise you, when you apply heat to it, it does turn that color. So I'm going to show you here in a few minutes some of the projects that I've done involving the Infusible ink on some t-shirts that I've done, and then you're gonna see, like, because these are like some of the t-shirts I did when I first learned how to do it. And I mean, it looks okay, but you'll be able to see like where it's a little bit darker and then where it's a little bit lighter. And that's just due to the application of heat. So that's another thing you actually have to learn when you're using Infusible ink, that the pressure, the amount of pressure that you apply and the time. So the Cricut website is great for that. They have all their times on how long you should leave it on there, what type of a pressure you should apply, and the steps that you need to take to be able to create those wonderful projects. But let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Have you used any of these products? How do you like them? What have you been working on over the holidays? Did you have a great holiday? I hope you all did. I know it's different this year, but I hope you're all staying healthy and safe. And if you stick around just for a few minutes longer, I'm going to show you some of those shirts that I made. And thanks you guys for joining me again, and I will see you next time. Okay, now here we are. You can see, so this is a shirt that I want to say that I made about 10 or 11 months ago. So this is when I first learned how to do the Infusible ink. So sorry, it does look a little dingy. Don't judge me, please. So these are shirts that I bought from Cricut, and I usually use these to go like hiking or when I do my exercise. But as you can see, like right in the middle there, I'm going to move my arm here in a second, but right in the middle you can see it's a little bit darker. But as you look towards the bottom, it's a little bit lighter, and that's because of the heat application. So this is when I was first learning to do this. But as you can see, I used a pattern paper. I use that camping pattern, but you can see there on the bottom it's lighter, and that's just due to not enough heat and pressure. So this next one I made for my husband. So if you go into Cricut Design Space, they do have like Disney stuff that you can purchase, and a lot of this, you guys, is for personal use only. I'll get to that in just a second, but this is from Star Wars, and this came out wonderful, but this took forever. And it's beautiful. As you can see, it's a lot of detail, a lot of work, as you can see in my hand gestures there. It's a lot of work. There are some imperfections there, but you can't really see them. You'd have to really look up close. But going back to about the Cricut thing, so this is for personal use only. So you have to read the fine print. Somewhere in their fine print it does say if you do sell these, you use their images and you sell them after you reach so many, I don't know if there's like a limit, but something like that, you will be charged, or they can charge you, or something of that sort. But don't quote me, I'm not sure. Just go to their website and read the disclosure. Here, this is my other dingy shirt that I use. So you can see it's kind of dingy, the armpits there. Don't look at that. Anyways, you guys, so on the bottom for the fire, I used a checkered pattern that came with the camping pattern. It's like a sheet of 4. On the top, I used a different pattern where it has like roasting marshmallows, but I use that for my background, for my tent, for my trees and my moon and my saying. So it was really cute, and they come out great. So these t-shirts are polyester. So I'm going to tell you this will not work on a cotton t-shirt, and they will tell you that on their website. So there's a few there's a few YouTube people out there that have done videos on what blend to use, but I want to say it's 80% and above. So it has to be 80% polyester and above for the infusible ink to work on these shirts. And there again, I'm just showing you what I used for the background there. So I used two different patterns out of the same pattern family to create this shirt. And you guys can do multiple designs on a shirt, and here I'm going to show you in the back. I actually did the checkered red, and then it says take a hike, and I just did that as a little tag on the back, which is super cute. So again, you guys, you can design these any way you like, but just a warning, once you put the heat down and you set it, and whatever you set it on, that's what it's going to come out. So they also do have tips and tricks on YouTube from some people that have done this quite a bit on how to kind of get past like little imperfections and how you can fix those. But again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think. Have you used any of these products? Do you like the infusible ink? Let me know about any of the things that I've shown you in this video. And I hope you are staying safe and healthy, and I hope you've had a wonderful new year. And I will see you next time, guys. Thanks.